Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us at the live Saudi Cloud Summit. We're absolutely thrilled to host a very special high-impact Unplugged live podcast. Just now, Google Cloud keynote has finished, and we've heard a lot of amazing things. But this morning, we are moving beyond the presentation slides and diving into the unscripted reality of that transformation. I'm your host, Kevin, and my guests today are architects and tech drivers of this change. This is a conversation driven by depth and spontaneity. Our incredible leaders will not know their next question, but they will draw and they're going to have 5 strategic pillars. So I promise it's going to be insightful, revealing, and absolutely engaging. To start, we're bringing 2 experts to the stage who are on the front lines of Google Cloud implementation and API architecture. Please give a huge welcome to Ayman Abdulkader, Customer Engineer at Google Cloud, and Kevin Boomeister, Head of Customer Engineering for Apigee MENA. Welcome on Unplugged. Thank you.
It's good to hear.
So this is a special one. We're live from the Saudi Summit. How are you doing, first of all?
All is good. It's a new experience, actually, and it's always a pleasure to attend the Saudi Cloud Summit, actually. And year after year, I'm seeing lots of attention, lots of new cases, and lots of breadth and depth in the technology as well. And this is a reflection of what is going in Saudi Arabia, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah, for me, it's good to be here. I have to travel from Europe to come to Saudi. It's my second time here, but it's quite interesting. You feel the innovation, you feel the drive forward. That is part of the spirit here and the country. So it's amazing to feel that, to feel part of it and to be here.
Pleasure to have you here. It's going to be a bit weird because I'm called Kevin as well and you as well. So, okay. So we're going to have a small discussion. We have 5 pillars. So the pillars that we're going to talk about are the vision, which is the strategy, the engine, which is technology itself, the people, which is the culture and leadership, the money, ROI and returns, and the real you, which is going to be a bit like moving business to the side and discussing a few things about you too. So I'm going to start off with the vision question, which is related to strategy and business. As an implementer, how do you help clients balance the speed of Gen AI development with the necessity of data governance and privacy? So I don't know if Ayman or Kevin, you want to go?
Yeah, of course, I can take a lot about this one, actually, because this is something or a question or a mandate that we are facing on daily basis. Sovereignty versus innovation, adoption versus security and control as well. Each country has its own policies, its own governance framework as well. And all the customers actually are asking us about what sort of controls are we doing and applying on top of our enablers and services. For example, in Saudi Arabia, the first question that we always receive from any customer interaction about the regulatory compliance, for example, CST, a question that I always receive in any presentation or customer actually interaction, are you Class C? Are you classified according to Saudi CST regulations as a Class C provider? Class C means that you are fully in adherence with the regulatory and the compliance standards of even the control of the government, the confidential data as well. So this is something that we always receive, and we are trying to give the customer the assurance, the documentation, the product standards, how we can enable them actually to adopt the most advanced security standards alongside with the most innovative part of the technology, the AI enablers in the kingdom as well. Because even in our interactions with the customers, the language of the customer are shifting, drastically shifting. We were covering lots of integration, API management. Maybe Kevin will take you through the details of how we do it actually inside GCP and specifically Apigee. But now all the customers are asking us a new wave of questions, a new wave of requirements as well. How we can comply with the AI standards, how we can connect the different foundational models, LLM models with the security standards in the kingdom with your tools as well.
Okay, and Kevin, does this apply as well internationally?
Yes, we see the same thing. Although countries differ a little bit in their pace of innovation, also culturally. We see the ask for compliance everywhere in many countries in Europe, same as what we see here. But we all want to move forward, and a lot of our customers everywhere across the region, they see the possibilities and the possibilities of AI, of cloud, of digital transformation. And there's always 2 dimensions of that. We want to move forward, but we want to do it with compliance and security. And the Google Cloud is there to help with both perspectives.
Perfect. Okay. So this was like a brief question on the vision part. I'm going to hop in a bit on the technology itself, which is the engine. So what specialized Google Cloud feature or service do you find is the most underutilized within clients regionally, let's say, if you want to say locally or internationally as well? It can be within Apigee or any other, let's say, solution within Google Cloud.
Yeah, it's a nice question. I mean, we obviously are part of Google Cloud, but specialized in APIs and integration. So I wouldn't say that is underutilized, but I really think that APIs and integration are at the foundation of everything we do. If it is to get data accessible to data, or to drive the innovation with AI. As you know, AI is basically a realization of mixing data with the intelligence of the AI model. So you have to build connectivity to your data, and only if you do that well, our customers are able to achieve their goals. So I wouldn't say it's so much underutilized, but our vision is to put it on the radar,
to highlight it a bit more. Yes,
and then of course, connectivity is quite easy to do, but you want to do it at scale with security and with some governance in place, as we talked about with the earlier question, and that is where the real challenge is.
So I think there's a slogan that Google Cloud utilizes under, let's say, t-shirts, which is "There's no AI without API."
Yes, and that's exactly what we mean with that. To make AI function, you need to realize the connectivity in 2 ways: both exposing AI through APIs, and maybe with that integrated into our daily lives, to make AI integrate into the apps we use whenever we wake up, or we're reading the news, or ordering an Uber, or anything. There's a lot of APIs that found this user experiences, and AI is part of it. But also on the backend side, APIs are also there to connect from the model all the way to the existing enterprise systems, and where the data already resides with many customers.
Okay, so from what you said, I'm going to move to, let's say, the people. How do you get, let's say, cross-functional teams, product, data science, engineering, to talk the same language when you're, let's say, working on an Apigee or API project specifically?
Yeah, it's with anything we do, any change we do, it's about people, process, and technology. And within Google, we like to start with technology because we love technology. But we know, and we have learned, that it's so much also about people and processes. And within Google, we do that by communication, and by making sure that we know what we're talking about, and we have the same goals, and we define that in meetings, and we make sure that we face the same goals, and that we understand the challenges that we each have, because every product area or every area within Google has challenges, technically, people. But we also try to communicate that to our customers, because I know that our customers can only be successful if they understand the people part of implementing technology. And in so many ways, I've seen it's maybe even harder than implementing the technology, is to implement a change in an organization, especially in organizations that are a bit more established. They have a lot of legacy, and they have some legacy also in the minds of people, which needs to change. And changing people is hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah, but you do it by explaining why we are changing, motivating people, trying to understand them, why things are why we want to do a project, why we want to evolve change.
Okay. So internally, this is what needs to be done. Let's say I'm going to move to Ayman a bit externally when you're actually meeting clients. What's the most, let's say, impactful business metric that improves immediately when we discuss APIs? And I know that cost is on top of the list, but I need this on the side.
I'm a customer engineer, a CE. This is my role definition. And on daily basis, our actually daily interaction with the customers comes with many feedbacks, many requirements, many drivers that we receive from the different customers. As we are focusing on an interesting area on the GCP portfolio, Apigee, the API management, the integration part, and the new wave of the AI gateway and AI security requirements as well, the customers are shifting not only to speak or to mention for us that the cost driver is of a high impact from their side, but they are mainly driven by the value, the impact of the technology itself. I was attending actually with Kevin the keynote, and I like the impact, moving from technology to impact, a real impact. Customers, they want to see the real impact on their operational day-to-day life. The developers,
They want to be efficient.
Exactly. They want to be more efficient. They want to optimize, not only in the cost part, but on the learning curve, on the technology impact as well, on even the way that they do their, mundane tasks on day-to-day life as well. So this is becoming more and more an essential part of each single interaction, how the technology would impact the change of their life, the way that they actually implement, work, interact within their internal ecosystem and external ecosystem. And this is actually the beauty of the technology inside GCP and specifically Apigee, that we are driving, that we are implementing with the customers, not only to change the way that all the internal systems are connected, but also to understand the outside and thinking what is coming from the different business parts, partners and customers through the whole ecosystems across all the industries.
You two are speaking with passion. Does it come naturally, or you gain the skill, or you came to love what you do later on?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to joke that we hire for that. But I don't think it is faked or anything. It is, we truly see over the many customer conversations what we're able to realize. And if you've witnessed that and you see the value that we actually create for our customers, yeah, it's a no-brainer not to be energized and have some passion for this. We're living in really interesting times where technology is evolving really quickly, and we are at the forefront of making this available to businesses and to people. And that's an honor to do so, but also it gives us a lot of energy. Yeah, it helps us wake up.
Okay, so now we're on the personal side a bit. I have a question for each one of you. So, Kevin, is there, let's say, a blog or newsletter that you think is a must-read for people that are in this career path? Let's say that they're going through, let's say, technology, customer engineering, computer science, etc.
Yeah, there's a wealth of information out there. You could even go and open up Gemini and ask for the news. What I personally follow, and I've been following this website for many years. It is a Dutch one. Not sure if I can make some advertising here. It's tweakers.net, which is a super technical website that has been that started actually for people who like to tweak technology, like to make technology put to good use for them. And it's a really broad news website where they go into mobile development, cloud development, hardware, and everything. And that's how I stay up to date. It's not specifically for Google Cloud, but it's quite generic, which helps me ground everything in what is happening beyond Google, because it's so easy to kind of put your focus just on cloud technology, but there's a lot of things happening out there in the market. So this is a really broad platform for me that helps me.
Yeah. Perfect. And Ayman, if you weren't a customer engineer, what would you do?
I was telling Kevin that I'm doing the pre-sales, between parentheses, customer engineering for the last 20 years and 9 years in Saudi Arabia, actually. I have a passion, as you mentioned, Kevin, for the pre-sales for customer engineering. However, because you asked this question, I would imagine myself teaching in the college, actually, because I have this kind of passion for the academic domains.
You're a good storyteller to be an academic person.
Thank you so much. Okay. And yeah, this is where I would imagine myself to be, I will use a fancy English word, a pedagogue, actually. Someone who has a real passion to academic, to the academics, to the domains, to teaching other people, actually, especially with the new generation. And this is what I'm trying to do with my children, actually.
Okay, so that was it for today. I know you guys are busy. I know you have a lot of clients you want to see, a lot of people you want to discuss with. I thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. Thank you for the opportunity for having us here. It's
And I hope we're going to have you in a longer, let's say, episode. That would be lovely for us to have.
love to do.
Thank you. We're going to go for a 10-minute break and we'll come back with our next guest.
Thank you so much, Qatar. Thank you.